Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexandria for those that are new here, and welcome back for all that are coming back to join me again. So today I'm gonna go ahead and start some herbs that are gonna go in that herb bed, but some of them are also going to be kind of like interplanted with the rest of my raised beds. So I am going to be starting them in just a separate container outside, because that is where I seem to just have the best success in starting seeds. But we are also going to be planting two planters that are going to have pollinator attractors, which is my hope. So let's go ahead and get started today. All right, so this is my setup for today. Last time I recorded in my fire pit and I had you guys on one of our swings or one of our chairs, that swing, and I noticed that the camera was kind of like moving with the wind, of course, because it's on the swing. So I just did this little quick setup. I'm sitting on a cooler and I have a makeshift table out of a planter and this little resin tabletop that my husband and I made a little, honestly, like a year ago, but it is coming in handy today, and that is what we will be using. So I'm just gonna go ahead and switch out my bit because I'm gonna use this to make some holes in the bottom of these little containers that I'm gonna try to use. Previously I've used the forget the name of them, but the little black tray with the dome. I used those for the past 2 years, and I actually always end up losing the top. The top always breaks or gets lost, but I'm pretty sure broken and then thrown in the trash. And then the bottom part, I only have one of them now, and I think that one's broken too. So I actually asked my husband to pick up these little snack cup with lids from Walmart. I can post them below so that you can kind of get a closer look at them, but they're $25 in this box, so I think that'll be plenty for what I'm trying to do. And I'm just gonna leave them in a stack and then just gently screw some holes in them. Gonna do like 3 holes, and the goal would be to make like a tiny greenhouse. So we'll see if it works. Because the weather is still like super shaky here, I'm not gonna use all the seeds I have just in case I end up having to start over. So we'll just see, we'll just do the best that we can, and then just kind of go from there. What we're going to plant today are, so I have flowers and herbs, like I said at the beginning, and the flowers are going to go in these planters that I have against the fence that are in between the raised beds. And again, the herbs are going to go in mostly in the herb bed. If it's anything that won't creep, like peppermint or any type of mint, then I am only going to put it, if it's not going to creep, then I don't mind putting it between my other crops. But if it does creep, like peppermint, then it is only going on the bed because I already have peppermint in the raised beds. So that's kind of one of the reasons that I'm going to start in the cups, because I don't want it to be choked out. But otherwise, yeah. So I'm going to be doing dill, chamomile, lemon basil, garlic chive, sage, rosemary, and oregano today. And oh, I had some purple basil. Yeah, I had some purple. Anyway, So I'm gonna put the seeds to the side, and I'm gonna have one tray. I think these are seeds. One of these seeds are open. So I'm gonna start with the herbs, and again I'm just gonna be using these little snack cups, and I'm gonna have 1 cup per you know, per 1 cup per herb. So I have 7, and then as they get bigger then I'll separate them. So this is 4. All right, and these are 5.5 ounces, so I think that's plenty to start with, or to get everything started. And then I'm going to write on them because I always mess up, and I don't want to mess up. Okay, now that I have everything all labeled, I'm going to go ahead and fill it up. This is just all natural potting mix that I got from Home Depot. It just says Organic Plus. So I'm not going to add any extra fertilizer or anything to these, because this should be plenty to get them to the, you know, like the first stage. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill these up. So now that everything is watered, I'm gonna put these little tops on them, because I am starting some of these a little bit early, but some of them are on time. Today is the 22nd of March, so I feel like it should be fine. And then I'm gonna put some holes in these tops too, because that way there'll be a little filtration. All right, so now they all have holes in the top and the bottom, and this would be perfect for anyone who is just trying to start seeds, like in their windowsill or just a small space. Although my backyard is big, for those that don't know, it gets heavily shaded once the trees fill in. So I'm really only dealing with this space. The only place in my yard that has, in our yard, that has full sun is closest to the house, and being our kids, and you know, we still use our backyard, so I can't really take up the backyard. It's just not the phase that we're in right now. So I'm going to use this little shoe box that I use for lots of outdoor stuff. So it has dirt in it, but this will be an easy way to transport them. And I'm actually just gonna put these on my patio so that they'll have full sun. And I'd imagine this should be fine, just leaving outside. The next 10-day forecast shows that it'll be in the 70s during the day, or really close to the 70s, like 68 or so. And then nighttime, it doesn't seem it's going to drop below 50. So these should be fine, but any night that thing is going to be a little too chilly, it'll be easy just to pick these up and bring them inside, and then just bring them back out the next day. So now that we're all done with this, this is easy to clean off. See, super easy to clean off. So I guess my little workstation is pretty beneficial, and I could just wipe it off. So